Well, well, well. I was certainly not expecting this, chat. I came in, I'm like, you know what? We're going to do the SGO podcast, have a nice chill stream, chat, yap, react, and just talk about how week 6 progressed up to now. But we just got a bombshell dropped onto us. And you know, these two guys, EM Dalsburn and El Matador, both said, hey, let's set up a thread and let's talk about when we're going to schedule. And then they said, oh yeah, we're ready right now. Hey, let's get started in 30 minutes. All right, 10 Eastern, let's get going. See you guys. And here I am right now. This is the only Mazar. And we have an awesome upper semifinal match for you between EM Dalsburn and El Matador, the Dallas Derby, ready to kick off Cup Week 2 of SGL. And I am not alone. With me, coming on in. Announce yourself.
Oh, brother, I thought I was supposed to do this dumb podcast, and now I am stuck commentating these two teams that yell at me every week about power rankings. Ugh, guys, I'm Devitt, usually your podcast host, but they got me back in the booth. I guess I gotta do this stuff again. But you know what? I got a chance to yell at them again in the broadcast booth, so I can't complain. It's good to be here.
Hell yeah, good to see all of y'all.
Yeah, but
I hope you all of y'all. Sorry, Devin. I'm noticing a couple of things. Do you mind checking that idea out in the match thread whilst I talk about what's going on in the chat real quick?
I just saw the suggestion.
Yeah, so stew on that for a sec as I bring in Cyberburn and the Russian Tsar, two of, from what I can guess to be Anomaly's friends. Good to see you both in here. Cyberburn, unfortunately, you're not first. Some random bot sent out a message, and I had to ban them. So, you know, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you know what? With friends like you guys, who needs enemies, Cyberburn? All right, we are past kickoff time. Devitt, how about you announce what this match thread suggestion is?
So guys, we have a suggestion from both these teams saying, hey, all pub 1 for game 1 stream comes in. Chat, this might be a shit poster matchup. I mean, holy moly, that is a big voice chat. Is that legal to do? That's 10 people strong. Maybe a drop every now and then.
I don't know. I even know about a drop because
that's just too much chaos if we're there the whole time, you know?
This just got dropped into us on the last second.
Even in a best of 7.
Yeah. Okay, how about this? We join in, and Devitt, I'll leave this to you because we're doing this live, as always.
Yeah.
You decide when we go in, you drag both of us down to pub 1. We'll be there for a little bit. If it's all fine, we can stick around until the rest of until game 1 ends. But if it gets a bit too hectic, we can come back. How does that sound?
Oh, they are going to get us banned.
Oh. You know what?
Oh
You're
my
not
gosh.
wrong.
Yeah, even while we're up, let's try to at least get ourselves to at least the game start, because I know we gotta get ourselves up into a matchup right now.
Thank you for reminding me. So, you know, whilst I get that set up, Devitt, these two sides, honestly, very close matchup. It's tough to call. Ignore the record. Actually, that looks wrong, doesn't it? There's no way EM Dalsburn just won one match, right?
Oh, they were 2 and 4. Yeah, I swear that was slightly off there, given that. But you know what? That's fine. Again, we're doing this on the fly. We got to be pulling this in. I don't even think, even if the series record and the game records were all right and all the stats up there were actually right, I can't verify that for a fact right now because we're just in a disinformation age. It doesn't matter what stats are on the screen. These two teams literally just whatever happens on a given day, you don't know how to predict these teams. Like EM has lost to, I believe, the Burn but also like beaten ECRC, beaten KC and Timbers Army, something crazy like that. Like they've got like some of the best wins out there, but like whenever you look at some like their losses, it's like, oh, I don't know how to quite place them. And then EM Dallas Burn, they're like that like, team forcing like the gatekeeper to actually like shove some defense back, get the archers out, and shoot at you while you're getting invaded. And occasionally they break through, but sometimes it takes a little bit. I mean, they pulled out a couple wins out of this, and I think in an EM civil war like this, I'm truly on the side that anything can happen, and I'm ready for this to go to 7, given what these two teams are. This looks like such collusion, right? They're just ready to do this, and this is to play for the upper semifinal in the cup. I don't know how to read this match. I'm actually struggling.
It's tough, isn't it, Devitt? I mean, in the league, EM Dallas Burn kind of started off slow, but recently they've been growing into it and getting better and better. They beat Timbers Army in 6 in the cup. They beat Sounders RC with a reverse sweep. They came close to beating ECRC, but failed to win in Game 5. They are just there. They're close, but something about them, like it seems like they're missing something. But I will say this, this feels like a Luis versus Caesar matchup. I mean, both of these players are top tier players, and they have that ability to carry and dominate matches on their, on their own. And not gonna lie, I fully agree this is tough to call, so I'm gonna have to call it this way. Whichever side takes the initiative and gets a 2-game lead, I could see them going all the way. And I see this going 4-2 to either team. And if I have to pick, I think it's going to be EM Dallas Burn. I think they're going to be up for this. They're going to enjoy the extra game modes. I think they will go to the upper final.
I like that prediction. And I think it's actually going to come down to who's going to win the battle between Kuv and Pico David out on the field. I feel like that's the highly anticipated matchup that we're waiting for to come out up here. I'm gonna be real. As much as I love Pico David rooting for my team every now and then, I might have to give it to the Kuv. I mean, he's got a vendetta against ECRC, giving him that edge over there. But maybe it carries into that Dallas rivalry between him and Pico David, trying to make sure they ain't in wooden spoon territory. So I'm gonna vote the Kuv on this one, but don't be surprised if Pico David gets a turnaround based on just literally me saying that he's gonna lose.
I like that. You know what? You're right. This might have to be a matchup that gets decided by the anchor. And if we're picking between Kuv and Pico David, I think Kuv is the wise choice. So there you go. Hey, maybe, you know what? I respect that. Hey, it's no surprise that we are picking opposite teams, but we can understand which teams we are going for. It's just incredible.
Yep.
What's also incredible, Skyline coming in with a little bitty donation, 27 bits. Thank you very much for that. I was expecting 100, but I'm like, okay, good. We don't have to worry about it.
We can't get too greedy.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of greed, we have taken up way too much time. You guys are waiting for this matchup. Both teams are in. We're going to kick off very, very soon.
Yeah, we got to get rolling on this one. I'm ready to get going. I think these two teams have been waiting a little bit. And there's the roundup donation of bits from Skyline as we finally reach 100. In chat, looks like these teams are ready and loading up into the lobby. Where's the 6th? There he is. Just waiting for that last one to show up. Here we go. Game between the two Dallas sides. Here we go from kickoff. An early start. Caesar already not hitting the ball, leaving it for Huey. All right. Let's see how the footsie works out in the early stages of the game. You see in Caesar for EM Dallas Burn, along with Dewey and Wicca out on the field. For EM, got Indestructible, Total Toadster, aka Skyline, the bit donator himself, and Captain Luis.
Speaking of Captain Luis, he comes up with a save already. EM Dallas Burn with a good start right here. Capping themselves in the orange half, off of the near post, and Caesar, the third man, cleans up the mess and gets the lead. for EM Dallas Burn against El Matador.
Oh, if you're DB, this is the perfect start. You want to get all the revenge against this team of Luis and Skyline. You want to show what Coach Skyline has been cooking up for your team. Hey, he's saying he's coaching against his own interest? Yeah, exactly, because he roots for the betterment of his entire side. They get the early lead, and right now they're looking to continue that attack, as even on a low boost, they are definitely putting the pressure on EM to make the proper clearances out, and it's causing a little bit of discomfort as Luis, even on a low boost, cannot get the proper clear out and has to rely on teammates, but it's not working right now. Caesar with the shot. What a save from Indestructible. Rebound. Oh, it's off the crossbar,
No.
and the save from Indestructible. It's open.
No. Why? Damn it. What are we watching, man?
I mean, this is kind of what we expected, right? A little bit?
We did, but really
Go
in
open
this
nets,
matter,
right?
all three EM Dallas Bird players coming up, 2 big misses from the first 2, open net, and then at the end of it all, the cherry on top, Skyline steals the goal from Luis. Like, come on, man.
And this looks no different than 6-mans right now. I don't know whether to be disgusted or impressed right now.
It is an absolute surprise right now. We saw EM Dallas Bird with an incredible start, and then it kind of slowed down. El Matador now getting back into it. What a save, by the way, from Huey. Having to use a double jump, but there's no follow-up. Skyline comes in, takes the lead for El Matador. Just like that, Debit. They're back.
Talk about putting the team on your back with this one. Almost looking like a ground pinch, but he gets the dribble right there, commits to it even after it looks like EM Dallas Burn might have break. Oh my gosh, literally on kickoff. What the heck?
You know what? I was probably giving EM Dallas Burn way too much credit. Sorry, boys. But you cannot concede 3 goals in this fashion, this quickly. I know there's a lot of time, 2 minutes, 12 seconds left, but here's the problem. You guys have given El Matador all the momentum. When they're in this position, they play with so much confidence and flair that nothing can stop them. And I don't know how Caesar, Huey, and Wicca, the trio that has come in, and I like this trio, by the way, as well, I don't know if they have the mental fortitude to come back and take us into OT.
I think the only way they even get something like that is if they're a goal down and they just sort of convince their teammates, you know, to just let it happen, which I'm preparing for that reality right now. Oh, no. No, Luis, you speed flipped. Oh my gosh, Caesar just shoots at the net, it goes in. Wait a minute.
I have no words. We're seeing not like intentional shenanigans right here, chat and Devin, but we're seeing 2 teams that just kind of fall asleep at the wheel and get a little complacent defensively. And this is what we're getting at the end. So I think we're going to see a lot more goals.
I mean, I'll take it. For a competition like this, it'll just add to the excitement level.
So, you know, whilst we don't get distracted by all this weirdness, let's talk about EMDB and that trio. Caesar, Huey, and Wicca. On paper, possibly their best trio. In practice, not been as consistent as they could be. Why do you think that is, Devin?
I don't want to use the whole haven't played together a lot excuse, because I think they've had enough time on EM proper just to explain that. Okay, I'm a little cut off right now. Luis has scored from basically literally his back wall, just while getting a pinch.
Can we highlight, though, the positioning right here? I think this may help answer that original question, too. Incredible shot by Luis, don't get me wrong. Awesome shot off of the backboard. He has enough power to clear Huey. But Huey is the 3rd man. And he crosses the line into the orange cap, and he gets caught off guard by that long shot, right? I don't know who's the 3rd man in this team. Because Wicca doesn't... I mean, on paper, you'd think he'd be the best fit, but he likes to push up and be aggressive, so he's perfect for that 2nd man. Both Huey and Caesar like to play as the 1st man. So who's the best candidate for the more reserved defensive role here?
It's weird to say, but I think it's got to be Caesar here, no? Like, you think captain of the team, they'd be more reserved to that sort of, like, potential defensive style, or, just keeping possession of the ball, kind of like how that player can be like for your soccer team. Just be out in the middle, make sure you're preserving the ball, not letting anything get too crazy out for your team, setting up chances for your own guys to make something out of your offensive possession. I feel like that could be Caesar over here, because I agree. I think Wicca and Huey like to push up a lot more. Caesar can as well, but I feel like he's been more dynamic, at least out on the pitch.
Dynamic! Oh my goodness, what an effort by Caesar off of the sidewall, getting the foot reset. But what a save at the end to prevent that from going in. And it was barely a solid contact from the El Matador defense, but that's all they needed to keep that out. As we enter the final 30 seconds, Debit, there's still a chance for Dallas Burn, but they're just not looking clinical right now.
No, they're kind of just throwing the ball at the wall and seeing what happens. It's classic Dallas fashion. You kind of just throw the ball up and see what sticks. Most of the time it just kind of works, because I don't think Dallas teams have necessarily been like, yeah, let's be the most positionally sound team. Let's be the one that's able to just jump in whenever it's possible. But at this time, it doesn't look like to be the case, at least for game one for the Burn. 4 seconds left. That is not enough time. Game one is going to go to EM.
And there you have it. What a great start by EM Dallas Burn, but they could not keep the lead. El Matador stepping up big time. 4 goals to 2. Big win for them. And you know what? Maybe EM Dallas Burn will be okay with this, because now they get to pick their game mode.
Yep, that's going to be the next crucial discussion over here. And I know these two teams like to tend to pick the game modes that get the most amount of people in it. So I'm not sure if we'll see anything like a 2s potentially coming out. I'm more inclined to think that we get the chaos modes like Rumble. I don't think Snow Day is coming out, even though we got a lot of Dallas Stars fans, between these two teams. I think I'm going to offer to think that Rumble would show up, at least if I had to hard guess. If it's 2s, I might have to have a discussion.
You know what? I'd be really surprised if it was 2s, because both of these teams have advocated for playing as many extra game modes as possible, to try and have as much fun. So if they're playing 2s, I'd be very, very surprised.
Then again, we don't know who's exactly coming into the lobby for this one. It could be any combo where they just sort of mix it up, and maybe we see full roster sub outs, because we do have a lot of candidates coming into this matchup.
For real.
It looks like we got full rosters coming in, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's full subs.
I mean, if you're looking at Pub 1, Debit, it is full rosters for both teams, except for Kiwi. But Kiwi, works nights, unfortunately, so he's unable to make it. But we shall see what the 2s teams are here. I'm really looking forward to this, Debit. I don't know about you. And chat, all I'm saying is get ready.
Yeah, you need to look out for this one. I am really excited for what I'm seeing on my screen right now. I'm glad these players are starting to load in, because it's hard to contain what I'm actually looking at coming out into the field. If you're a fan of these two teams, you already kind of know what could be coming. As we boot up into the lobby, look at that. It is Caesar and Pico David against Luis and Couve, and what is on my screen?
Wait, why are we starting like this? Guys, you're better than this. So Luis flops his kickoff, I think. I don't know if that's a fake, because Kuva's not ready for that. I think Luis legit flopped his kickoff. Oh my lord. Well,
what is happening? Guys,
we're getting trolled.
There's no way this is real. This is what happens when the green teams lose.
No, Debit. Wait.
I'm speechless right now.
Am I seeing...
Wait, what? Where's Pico David going? Why does Caesar have a free ball? Where's Luis going? Couve didn't hit the ball. What? I'm lost.
Chat, I apologize in advance. Because...
Oh, gosh. What? They have to be doing something that we can't see.
I have a guess, Debit. I have a guess. But before I go there, Shay Bomb, welcome to the stream. Weird timing as you're seeing this unfold. I think I know what could be going on here.
Oh.
Yes. Now you're starting to see it, chat.
Oh. Wait. No. Oh, okay. Guys, you're seeing it. The love out here between Luis and Caesar is enough to basically make this a ones match. I cannot believe what I'm seeing on my screen.
We're effectively getting a freaking ones match, and there's nothing we can do to stop this because both of these teams are choosing to play like this. And
this is the gentleman's right now.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what happened. EM Dallasburn get a 3-0 handicap because I presume they think Kuv is better. But in all honesty, that handicap has not worked at all because Kuv fluffs his lines at the back. And EM Dallasburn are now 4-0 up with about 4 minutes remaining.
So, we've got the handicap in. They should both get L's. I agree. Okay, yeah, we got the bump. They're gonna engage in a roll one. Yeah, got it. And now it's a free net. Pico David, surely he can't miss an open net. Why did they think a handicap was necessary?
Exactly? I think they need to reverse that. Here's the thing. In general, I like the idea behind this, but you're doing this in a cup match, and now you're seeing the handicap not work out, so... yeah, I don't know how much longer this is going to go for, because it's not working out too well.
No, it's not. Like, the Kuv is finally out here, but where's Pico David going?
New person, welcome on into the chat. This is comedy. This is cinema of that kind.
They're actually named New Person. Holy crap.
The terms are changing as on the go. So I don't know what the plan is between these two teams.
This is what happens when you let two Dallas teams play each other in the cup. This is why you got to beat them first time. So yeah, at this point, we are 5-0 with 2 minutes in. Half this game was played in a 1v1 that just became so lopsided to the fact that I think they're playing a low-key 2v1 right now.
Is it? Because it looks like a 2v2.
It looks like Caesar's playing all-time defense. Luis will step in sometimes. And it looks like Kuv and Pico David are going to be the primary playmakers here?
Are they trying to set us up for something here? There has to be a setup going on. I mean...
My FBI brain's going off.
Chat, I apologize. I don't know how to commentate this. I really don't, because this is now a vibes game.
It literally is. Like, whenever I see these cars out here, like, Caesar's not doing anything notable right now. He's just doing the bare minimum, but even that's not enough for his teammate to play defense because Kuv just has an open shot. He just bangs it through. Pico David, that is not the defense you want. Don't be falling off the post like that.
I wonder if that's even a legit save.
He's even in chat. I cannot believe this dude.
Whilst he's playing. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Well, you know what? We still saw a couple of good moments. That one save from the Kuv shot. I think that was Pico David saving it and jumping across the net to try and get it. Now we're back to a 1v1. Neither Luis nor Caesar are really playing right now. Yeah, we're back to a 1v1. It is 5-1 with 1 minute 30 seconds to go. We have seen big comebacks in 1v1 games before, Devitt.
We have. You know, one's is very famously a mode where you can, depending on your opponent, you could probably put up to 20 goals in a game just based on ones alone. Not trying to cause any blast to the past with that reference whatsoever. But as I say that, we're about to get a sixth here. Pico David driving in an empty net. And after that, there's just nothing you can do at that point. Lost the 50, open net.
I think we're getting set up once again, Devitt. I hate to say that. Yeah, that's it, Wicca. You got it. And Wicca, speaking of you said earlier his controller died. Whose controller died? What? Because if these issues pop up, let us know in the match thread. Anyways, Debit, I think you know what's coming, right?
Yep.
Never mind.
Never mind. Koof said F that. I'm doing my own thing.
We've been saved.
You won't have to play the sound. It's not happening now. We have a new setup coming.
Debit.
Oh yeah, we didn't join VC.
Hey, listen. Given how this is going, we don't know what was gonna happen. That's how unpredictable VCs are. All right, if you want something like that to be set up, we can maybe sort something out for a different event, but for SGL, just gonna play it safe.
Yeah, I don't know if I could trust y'all on a VC right now. Oh my gosh, what is happening?
I think we're getting set up again.
If this goes to OT, I'm about to just like put sanctions on these teams.
Again, I don't know how to commentate this because it feels like everything's a set. Oh no. Yep. Oh, Koov!
Oh no.
Koov! Bro,
Dude.
the setup is there.
Wait, no? Oh, there's no OT at this point.
It's over.
It's over.
Well, we're now in a best of 5, Devin, because EM Dallasburg come back to win 6-3, I guess? Yeah. I mean,
Alright.
that happened.
Oh, I'm definitely not going into that voice chat now. Are you kidding me? Look who else joined.
Yeah. Listen, boys. Y'all can have your fun, but gotta make sure we don't do something too risky, you know?
That is a toss violation incoming. Shut up, Alice.
Yeah, exactly. There's a reason we haven't done team voice chats for the most part. And in this case, with the way everything's set up, we don't want to take that risk. So, sorry, boys. Gonna keep it safe.
But that's 2 games down. 2s is done there. We're back to 3s. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if these 2 teams just kept these 2 rosters and then ended up just putting it just one more player on the team.
Well, that depends, because you never know what these guys are going to be doing. So it could go any which way, because that's how this night has gone so far.
Yeah, it truly is a shitpost of a night.
Sorry, go ahead, Devin.
Because we can't even seem to get a stable lobby to hold us together right now.
Oh yeah.
I think the lobby might have been convinced that we should have done something different, but I disagree. I think we just should have, kept it going. Give him a red? Oh my gosh. I'm mad that ref didn't give me his red card in USL Cup.
Oh.
He gave 2 other cards out.
I was surprised. I honestly, I think those refs probably wanted to go back and chill anyways, because that was a long day for them too.
That was before the match.
Oh, never mind.
The ARs gave it.
What? I didn't know that. Oh shoot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Right. I think if you take a look at Pub 1 debit, normal service has resumed. Everything's back to normal.
Has it actually?
I think so.
Wait, oh yeah. Oh my. We have abandoned the public server. They have said screw us for not going into that VC and potentially hearing an absolute swath of voices just piling into the SGL stream, you would have literally just had to just like turn down or muted the stream entirely, just because your ears would have been blasted with so many voices coming through.
Indeed. But this kickoff is kind of delayed, unfortunately, because we're still waiting for both sets of players to come in and be ready to go. And I think we are ready. No.
Wait, hang on. It keeps bouncing back and forth.
All right, we're doing it live.
Okay. Yep. Filter it back in. Hang on. Okay, yeah, we're up 2. Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately,
Wait a minute.
we were trying to make sure both teams had the right set of players. And yeah, spoiler alert, here are your lineups. Here we go. We are now ready to go. Again, we are doing it live. Because of course.
All right. Good heavens, Rocket League.
Here we go. Normal Rocket League back. 3v3 action between EM Dalsburn and El Matador. And this time, EM Dalsburn bringing Anomaly for Wicca.
You know, honestly, a switch that, you know, looking at it on paper, probably shouldn't do much difference. But, you know, it's just another quality unit on rested legs. So, you know, not a bad substitution by any means.
Yep, absolutely. Because in the league and the cup, that trio, actually I say that trio, it was Caesar, Wicca, and Anomaly that's been the best trio. But Anomaly has been a key piece to this EM Dalsburn side, offering a whole lot of stability and reliability where other players may have more mechs.
Right now, making sure at least trying to get the ball, stay on that side of the field. Doesn't work to the degree you wanted this time. Caesar able to get a nice double down. Not able to get it to Huey. Luis with the pop over. Does really well. Caesar with the touch. Indestructible. Oh, just a bit too high. Skyline can get the shot. It's way too weak. Maybe a back pass. Nope, nothing going. Luis one more shot. Maybe a pass, but Anomaly with such a good clear out. Maybe Caesar can end up getting chased. He pops it over Skyline. Corner bounce. Oh, can't get the last bump on Indestructible. And he's able to break out. Never mind. Huey's right there. Wait a minute. Is that that? Oh my gosh. I thought that was in for a second.
I thought he was going to go for the ball when it rolls down from the ceiling, but he decided to go for the demo instead. Not sure if that was the best decision, but El Matador get away with it. And that too, after they had such a good spell where they had multiple chances to score. It was telling that Skyline had a weak effort because as a third, you want him to be committed against the EM Dalsburn team. Luis with an open net, but no power. Skyline this time said, screw it, I'm gonna go for it. But he just couldn't get to the ball. And now it's EM Dalsburn's turn to breathe a sigh of relief.
Dude, I thought Skyline had such a read on that one. I was ready for him to slam that one home after getting a read. Wasn't quite meant to be this time around. Maybe we'll get one later. But right now, EM Dalsburn have to cover their territory. They've been put into an awkward situation. They're at least able to get a clear down the field, but on a little boost, they definitely had to retreat. Anomaly uses a ton of boost just in chase. I hope Caesar got enough to use on defense, because right now, oh, failed musty attempt from Luis. It's going to end up backfiring. Anomaly able to get another pass through. That's a lot of boost used by Skyline, and there's nobody on the other end yet. Oh, what a save on the line by Indestructible. Follow-up opportunity can't be put away. Luis is able to get the carry out.
And whilst Indestructible does stick out for his incredible air dribble carries from back to front, he has also been clutch defensively, coming up with huge saves, interventions, and 50s, just like that right there, Devin. And maybe that's what they need to go to the next level. They need him to step up defensively. Watch Luis go for a solo goal. carries the ball with no resistance, has enough time to flick it over Huey, a boostless Huey I might add, and El Matador takes the lead in Game 3.
Oh, if it wasn't indestructible, you know it's got to be Luis coming in, able to get the flick, even on 0 boost. What a dribble. And poor Huey, left to play one-on-one Shadow. Can't get the jumps. Put away here from Luis. 1-0 here for El Matador here in Game 3. Critical critical late goal to at least establish a little bit of lead. Maybe kill some time off the clock. That's what Indestructible is really good at. That's a good flick over. Maybe one more touch. Ends up getting the demo. That's what they've been really good at this game. Especially getting these air dribble bumps out for El Matador. Just not enough have been converted into solid offensive opportunities, forcing any saves out. But you know what? Even in a state where your shooting is not on target or maybe not as good this game, the assisting efforts and save efforts are not. Oh my gosh. Doesn't matter. I thought this was end up gonna get saved. I thought Luis was gonna have this one, but it's just a miss off the line and Huey can capitalize.
And we don't need to talk about any shenanigans going on here, Devin. Both of these teams are playing at 100%. They're playing to win. Just an unfortunate error from Luis as he was rushing to get to the ball but couldn't get there on time. Indestructible, getting caught off guard in no man's land. Not able to cover the post right there. And Huey gets one back with the assist from Anomaly, and it's 1-1 with less than a minute to go. This Game 3 might be the decider for this matchup. Given what I mentioned earlier, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Oh my gosh, what a little redirect attempt in front of net. Beautiful opportunity. Oh, and what a dunk from Luis. Anomaly could not read that whatsoever. And it's just in their net. El Matador had the lead with 25 seconds left.
A huge save from Skyline. Straight to the other end. Luis getting a big 50 in the midfield. And the ball swishes into the back of the net with the orange splash coming out of the blue goal. With less than 20 seconds to go now, El Matador are 2-1 up, but EM Dalsburg can just as easily come back. Anomaly going for a shot, but to no avail, and Caesar cuts to keep this going.
For the final seconds right now, EM Dalsburg have to do something right now. Huey is on no boost. He's going to have to rely on some teammates to help out, but Luis is so sound defensively. He's able to get the 50, no bounce off the corner, and that's just laid down to the ground. EM taking game number 3, taking the odd games, and the ball is flipped back to EM Dallas Burns court as they got to decide what the next game mode is going to be.
Indeed, and this might be a very important choice for EM Dalsburg. They picked 2v2, gotta win. Despite the circumstances and, shenanigans, they gotta win. But this is very important. Let's see what they have in mind right here.
Gotta wonder what could be coming up. I know I feel like they're kind of Rumble haters, so that might be set up for later. Maybe a drop shot or a snow day type deal. Could you see a potential hoops coming out? I mean, I know Luis and Caesar were teamed up for an actual LAN appearance in Raleigh at one point. I've yet to see if that hoop duo is ever going to come out. Not in this matchup because, they're on separate sides of this matchup, but you never know if two teammates on both these sides want to form up a hoop squad.
Yeah,
as we wait for Rocket League to, keep a consistent server going, we'll be learning the next game mode decision.
Ken, when you brought up hoops, I'm like, ooh, that would be a really, really good idea. I think that might be the candidate for Game 6. Then again, drop shots always produce some bangers, and I can see both these teams going with drop shot for Game 6.
And drop shot being the ever-loving, point inflator. I've seen, 1900 score come out of that one before?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll have to wait and see if that's potentially an option for game number 6. as we have an option select for game number 4. And fellas, you might wanna get the helmets on for this one.
Indeed. Still a little bit of a delay. Yeah, this might go on for a bit longer. So bear with us as we get ready for game 4 kicking off. Not everyone's back yet, so yeah, there you go. That's all I could say.
Yeah, how we feeling about game 4? We've had so many back and forth. It's gone EM, then EMDB, then EM. Do you think this flips back in Dallas Burns' favor? Or are you thinking that we're gonna end up seeing a 3-1 faded series lead for El Matador as we get set up for game number 4? It is snow day.
Yes,
as we see a puck
out
on the field. No, you're good. Pico David. Oh, I thought he was gonna have a shot right there. Defense ends up coming in clutch. Caesar going for the pinch on the puck. Faded tech move that, is a hidden art for some snow day players. Luis trying to play this game like it's Rocket League. It's so awkward sometimes to read the puck that it's going to be interesting to see how these players perform here in snow day.
Indeed, the puck does not behave like the ball, so if you want to hit that puck hard, just be ready for the puck to not respond in kind. You have to hit it at the right spot to get the power. With that said, for players as skilled as Luis and Caesar, flip resets are way easier, so we could get to see some real magic unfold, but for now they need to defend, and they barely keep it out. Wicca could not get his shot on target, and it's still 0-0.
Man, I thought that was the opportunity. Wicca looked so good for that one. Looking better on defense. He's able to get a backboard hit off that one, leading to Caesar getting a takeout. Stealing shots are another thing that gets a lot easier with this puck. You can kind of just drag it up and then fall down from the ceiling and then maybe get a shot off. It's one of the favorite things to do here in snow day. Hasn't happened yet for another opportunity, but that puck is loose. We gotta see what kind of battle is gonna form, but no Dallas Burn player is able to get a good hit or even a good 50 on that one. It's carried out by El Matador, and the attack goes back to them.
And looking at the lineups, it's interesting to see Pico David and Kuv back. I feel like this is probably the best game mode for them to make an impact because the puck will spend a lot of time on the surface. It won't be loose in the air. So they might be able to play a bigger role right here. But for now, the biggest actors have been Caesar and Luis.
It could be that classic hockey contest of, like Luis and Caesar being emblematic of, your first lines that you throw out in the hockey space, and then you have Pico David and Kuv being either your third line or your fourth line grinders, like the early 2000s, maybe a bit emblematic of the Pacific Division, kind of like back to those Sharks teams or those Kings teams or Ducks, or maybe even if I'm gonna shout out my own team of the Penguins, looking at a Craig Adams line, just getting in front of net, being a nuisance for other teams. That could be what Pico David and Kuv accelerate, as right now. Oh my gosh. I thought that was going to be a perfect opportunity, but nobody was in front there for El Matador.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that too, because that's the best chance they could have had. And it's so easy to dive into the puck in those situations because of the wide surface area. But no one's up there, and now they need to track back because Wicca brings it forward. What a great center. Pico and Caesar both going for it. Pico David gets the contact, but sends it to the opposite end, and El Matador get away with it. It is still 0-0 with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, and some of these opportunities, it almost just looks like a slight misread. Those opportunities from Kuv, those don't come that often in snow day, and a couple of these other chances, it looks like these hits should be pretty standard, but they just aren't being delivered to, the proper spot, the net, or even a dangerous shot. It's been a lot of dancing around the net, but nothing has been, forcing to make an insane save out of it. It's just been a lot of back and forth.
So, Debit, do you mind looking up the scoreboard and telling me how many shots both teams have had? Because I don't think it's been too many, right?
I'm only seeing 5 total, which isn't too crazy for a Rocket League game, but in SGL, we're used to at least seeing, I don't know, 7, 8 shots a game for most teams.
Right, exactly.
And that was 5 shots total that I said. That was split between both these teams.
Yeah. Caesar having 2, Skyline having 1. Pico David trying to get his first, but to no avail, gets demoed. And also, surprised to say, barely any demos. Snow Day is filled with demos because you're spending so much time on the ground. And the puck spent all that time in front of the blue goal, just not able to go in, and it's still 0-0.
My goodness, I just need one person to just like full send right now. Maybe that'll be the difference maker, as Skyline is just using the body to force the puck to get to the front of the net. It doesn't end up delivering this time. Caesar with the beautiful out. Wicca, oh, no delivery. No final touch. Maybe Pico David can get a shot down. It looks good, it's in the middle, but Skyline is able to deliver to the corner. At least get one out. Not before Caesar can at least throw one back. Luis playing elite defense, but this El Matador defense as a whole, they're just working as a solid unit, trying to make this one go to OT. EM Dallas Burn, maybe one more opportunity, but the line holds again, and we are going to OT.
And that felt like a very typical hockey moment right there. Not really a power play sort of situation, but where a defensive line meets an offensive line, and you see the puck just getting stuck in a corner as the defense does a great job of making sure that they don't open up and let the puck go into net, as in we might see that happen in front of the blue goal. But once again, no clean shot from anyone in El Matador, and good defense right there too from EM Dallas Bird. They hold on tight and they break the puck out.
Yep, able to get it clear. Maybe a couple can get some boost right now. Luis opting for an air dribble. This is what he does best. Maybe he's able to get one more. No! Wicca with the own goal. That is not the way to end this game.
Wicca is probably the unluckiest person in this lobby right now. Unfortunate to get that kind of a pinch. And Luis's individual moment of magic means that El Matador take a 2-game lead. They are now on match point. They are up 3-1.
3-1 here for EM. And sometimes it's hard to say a team whether they're like deserve to be in this spot. But if I'm EM Dallas Burn, that's a game you just shake off immediately. I don't think that was necessarily anybody's game after looking back at some of the things that I witnessed on that screen. I don't think the offensive opportunities, like, they looked good a couple of times, but it never was like fully fleshed out. And the best opportunity ended up just being an own goal pinch that was just so tragic to see. So if I'm EM Dallas Burn, I'm just going right back to threes and saying, all right, whatever. That game didn't count.
Indeed, indeed. And you know what? I think this is a good chance for them to get a reset. They might be up for this, and they might be ready to get started in this 3v3 very soon.
Assuming Rocket League wants to keep the lobby around.
Which it has for now, thankfully.
Which is good. I never thought I'd see the day.
Game 5, debit and chat. Match point for El Matador, but for EM Dallas Bird, they need to start winning. They cannot afford to lose. Here we go in the Aquadome. Can El Matador seal the deal and be the first team to get to the upper final, or will EM Dallas Bird extend this series with a potential Game 5 win?
Yeah, I think if you're looking at a past series between these two, you would expect at least a Game 6, right? However, you're looking at the lineup that's being tossed out. It's one of your stronger ones, as we've mentioned before in the broadcast. Huey, Wicca, and Caesar. We need one of these fellas from Dallas Burn to really start stepping up and being a cover man for, the first two. It's been, such like a back and forth affair that, somebody just needs to be in position, ready to take off some of the opportunities that just present themselves, but maybe a bit later than just the original opportunity that presents itself. For EM Dallas Burn, they also got to get good on the defense. Caesar with a team bump saying, nope, I got this one. Don't worry about it, bro. Get the next one.
Yeah, but he had to use all of his boost to get that ball out. And now EM Dallas Burn are stuck at the back. El Matter having good spell of pressure, but the ball going the other way, and it barely goes off target. Shot from Caesar. just past the post, but not into the net. Unlucky. And now the ball goes away. Oh my goodness, the ball bounces off the crossbar at the blue end. And somehow it is still 0-0.
My goodness, we just turned it up to 100 right now. I did not think this would get this dangerous right now. And finally, that dangerous opportunity is in the net. This chance from Caesar, able to get the dunk on Indestructible, toss to Wicca, ready to slam that one home, and EM Dallas Burn are on the board.
What a big goal that is for EM Dallas Burn. They have been struggling in these 3v3s, especially with creating chances. They get the first goal, but Cool is back in it, and he gets the equalizer with a powerful strike from the midfield. 1-1 between the two Dallas teams.
Man, he's taking his lessons from ECRC and just translating it back against his own Dallas comrades. What a shot here from the Couve. Angled redirect, tie ball game. Talk about, taking the energy out of a lead right there. And we are back square even.
I couldn't have expected Couve to become this big of a player for El Matador. Once both these teams got to form, once we saw the split in talent, the last thing I expected was for Couve to be one of their more important players, but he's definitely become that. And it goes to show you, no matter how bad you are when you get started with Rocket League, no matter how bad you may be compared to your peers and foes, you can still play a big part. And Couve definitely did that with a 72 mile per hour, 115 kilometer per hour banger from the midfield, courtesy of Allen'sBangersOnly.com. Radar gun. We love you and miss you, Allen.
I love the unofficial sponsored radar gun. It's one of my favorite bits of this stream, so I'm glad you keep it going whenever possible.
Listen, we have to. We love Allen. He's one of the OG SGL commentators. Last thing I want to do is lose that connection with what SGL used to be. But in this case, it's a Matador who lose the connection with each other. Luis getting big dunked by Wicca, and he has the open net near post finish. Top bins, and EM Dallas Burn are up 2-1 with just more than 2 minutes remaining.
Man, I thought it was perfect. Even Caesar was ready for a pass across. No matter the opportunity, it seemed destined for Dallas Burn to get that one through. And I thought this was going to be another pass. Unfortunately, can't get the touch off that Dominus hitbox. Luis with a pass in. Nobody commits too hard. Couve trying to play that one a little too safely. And it leads to an opportunity for EM Dallas Burn to take this one back. But Wicca uses all the boost. Can Luis present an opportunity to his teammates or even just to himself off the ceiling? It's a bit too high, but Indestructible and Couve both go at the same time. Luis is going to have to race back. Indestructible trying to take the players out of the play, but at least for now, EM have cleared their lines.
EM are holding on tight, but they're still in it. They can have their moments in the attack as well. Caesar's not giving them even a second to breathe. And Wicca now joins in with the pressure. Huey now, third man, trying to slow it down. Couve making sure he doesn't get a chance to settle. But EM Dallas Burn are on the rise. They're on the ascendancy with 1 minute remaining. El Matador's turn to get a shot. And what a save. Caesar putting his car on the line. And it's still 2-1 to EM Dallas Burn.
Oh my gosh, the low boost, watching Luis come in to try to get that one. You thought it was for sure going to go in, but the defense keeps holding up. You talk about Caesar giving up his car for one. He gave it up for another after that, and what an opportunity. Back south pass off the backboard, holds the flip, deliver into the net. My goodness, Luis evening this one up between the EM sides.
Not gonna lie, looking at that angle, I thought Huey had it covered, but Luis delivers yet again when his team needed him the most. 2-1 down, and now they're back up 2-2, and they deliver the huge save. Luis is keeping El Matador in this and making sure that we at least go to overtime.
Man, right now it's so tense. Oh, and Luis gets the demo. Couve One more in. Looks for indestructible. Cleared off the line at the last second. Luis looking for a shot. It's off target. EM Dallas burn. They thought they had their lines covered. I thought they did too. They just need one more. They can get it down. Double commit. Double the chance to get that one down. They do overtime here in game number 5. This is for EM Dallas Burn's life right now. They have to do it right now.
Debit, I never expected EM Dallas Burn to be under this much pressure. I thought when they went up 2-1, they were going to be able to seal the deal. But I guess that's what happens when you don't consider Luis's impact on the whole team. He is an absolute menace for his Dallas compatriots in the other end. Oh my goodness, what? I don't think EM Dallas Burn has an answer to him. Wait! And that seals the deal! El Matador are your first team going in to the upper final in the Premier Cup.
Oh my gosh, after watching Wicca flip through and then it switched over to Caesar's cam, I was like, wait, maybe he can get back in time. And then I saw him jump into the net. I'm like, no, it's not going to be enough. He can't get the save out. This one is definitely going in. And in it did go. Luis with an absolute MVP performance to carry El Matador to the upper bracket finals of this Premier Cup. And goodness me, I was convinced this was going to go 7. I really was. This is quite the performance here from El Matador.
You know what's incredible, Debit? The one game EM Dallas Burn won was that scuffed 2v2 game in game 2. Once both these teams got going, we've had incredibly close games, but the real difference maker at the end of the day was Luis. But before we dive into all the superlatives for him, let us give a big shout out to Kuv, who played a big part in this matchup despite being the worst player, on paper. If you look at these 6 players right here, the Kuv is nowhere near any of these guys. Yet he played a big part and kept himself in it and made sure that EM Dallas Burn didn't have any time to dictate this whole game. And I can say he played a part in securing this victory for El Matador.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a face you didn't think would be the difference maker over here. But gosh darn, I don't think I've seen so many bangers from Kuv in one stream. It's been an absolute ride. And you had mentioned EM Dallas Burn only getting the scuffed 2v2 game. Man, I don't understand this El Matador team at all. But it's like whenever you need them to be clutch, they just perform. I don't think there's anything else to say.
It's just so incredible to see how good both of these Dallas teams have been. But and this scoreline, this 4-1 scoreline doesn't do it doesn't do EM Dallas Burn justice. They were so good, they kept it so close. But at the end of the day, Luis stepped up and said, you know what, I'm gonna take over and be the main star. And that's what happened. That's what you got, chat. And what a matchup to kick off this 2-week period for Cup Week 2, Debit. Oh my god.
Yep, you mentioned it. It's a 2-week period here for this Cup Week. As, you know, it is Thanksgiving week here in the States. We gotta give thanks to, you know, our families, friends, and loved ones. And especially all of our SGL compatriots as they, you know, give us a lot of content here, have fun, react to. And I'm hoping that we can give thanks by talking to one of these players soon. We will be hearing from at least EM Dallas Burn so far. Oh no, not Dallas Burn. We are going to be hearing from El Matador as Mr. Indestructible is here for El Matador. Dude, what's up?
How's it going?
Oh, we're doing good, man. That was an impressive win. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting this one to go to 7. Was that the plan, or was it always, you know, like bait and then just, you know, destroy your Dallas friends over there?
I don't know. It could have gone to 7. I mean, we wanted the Kuv and Playboy Farty lineup. That might have gone to 7. Oh, I don't know. We played good Rocket League. I mean, that last game, Yui had a nice opportunity to score, but unfortunately he couldn't get it in. And he caught us with our pants down. But I don't know. I don't know. They played well, though. Shout out to Dallas Burn.
All right,
Yeah,
so
they definitely. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question about those first two games, Gnostics. So, game one looked kind of normal, but I had a feeling there was something funny going on. Game two was a total setup. What was going on there? Can you shed some light into what the plan was?
The setup was we wanted Kuv and Pico David to 1v1. And we were going to give Pico David a 3-goal lead. So we handicapped Kuv 3 goals. And then we were going to let him play out.
That didn't work, did it? Because Pico David just ran away with it at the end, didn't he?
I guess. I don't know what happened. Pico David's controller died at one point, and then Caesar started playing, and then Kuv was like, hell no. And then Luis started playing, so I don't know what happened. But that was the plan, was to get them to 1v1.
Well, that does explain why it looks so weird at the end of it all. And I know you guys wanted us to be in Pub 1 when you guys were there together. I hope you guys don't mind that we decided not to go in at the end of the day.
No, they're going to kill us.
Well, yeah.
No, it's all good. I mean, Twitter posts were already made, so it's all in the past.
Well, there you have it. So, after that, I mean, you guys got serious. Game 3 onwards was absolutely close. What was the real difference you feel between the two sides?
I mean, the difference was the Snow Day game. I didn't even play Snow Day. We had Skyline and Kuv in the lineup, and they held their own, which was incredible. So I mean, I'm super proud of my team, especially to clutch it out on that Snow Day victory.
Yeah, whenever you heard Snow Day, what's your first thought running through your head? Because I know Luis is famously a hater of that mode. You didn't play. Was it just like, dude, why are they picking this game mode? Or is it like, all right, whatever?
I backed out, so I couldn't play at all. There was no chance for me to play.
No chance whatsoever. You're like, hell no.
Yeah, and then I went up and I got a drink, so.
You know what? You know, fair credit to you.
It's Snow Day. It's just not my thing. If it was Drop Shot, I'd have had a good time. But Snow Day, no thank you. I have no extra game mode tags. Nothing.
Hey, that's absolutely fine. I know you mentioned Kuv. He really stepped it up in both of these games. Tell us about how he's grown into the season and made himself a bigger player for El Matador.
He's such an anchor, and he's so unpredictable. You might underestimate him in the game, but if you're not careful, he'll put one on net and he'll score. I think he has the highest shooting percentage on our team, and I think he still will after today. So Kuv is he's awesome to have as a teammate. We substitute him in. He's not really the starting lineup, but we don't hurt whenever we sub him in. So he's a good teammate to have.
Yeah, I thought that would.
Sorry, go ahead.
I thought Kuv's like prowess like really was just like that vendetta that he seems to have against ECRC, getting his signature goals against that side. I didn't think he was gonna be able to pull out these kind of shots against the Burn, but seeing this now, I don't know. I may have to respect that game a lot more now.
Yeah, I mean, he's got vendettas against everyone.
Everyone, dude.
He's giving everyone the side eye.
We saw it in the Twitch chat, didn't we, Debit? He was calling you out for a sec. He called me out the last time I doubted him. He likes to play with a vendetta.
That's partially my fault. I heard during the Snow Day match, I heard Debit say, what did he say? I was like, damn, Debit's cooking Kuv. He said something along the lines of like, Kuv doesn't really get these opportunities or something. And so I was in voice chat with him, so I was like, oh shit, Devitt's cooking coup. But it wasn't really that bad. I may have exaggerated it a bit. It's on me.
I feel like I didn't make it that bad, but maybe I said something that probably could be interpreted that way because I like whenever like I listen to myself back, I'm like I don't even remember saying that. So
I jokingly interpreted it that way and was just throwing shade. Oh shit, coup's getting cooked.
it was the right amount of inspiration for him to, go up against me, and then he proved me wrong, so worked out.
It was, yeah. I think every game Coop was in, we won. I can't remember the game we lost. Which one was it?
The 2v2?
Only in game 2, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was it. Okay, so we did not win every game with Coop in it. But it sure feels like it.
I mean, I think we could all understand that 2v2 game and how it unfolded. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's good vibes. We are the two Dallas teams, and we'd like to have a good time. We don't want to take it too seriously, but we can still compete at the end of the day. But I think it shows good camaraderie within the teams of SGO. It shows how close we are as a group.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was enjoying what was going on. It just got a bit too chaotic. I'm like, okay, there's nothing structured about what was going on in game 2. But then,
I couldn't imagine commentating that. That would be hell.
We gave up. We were just vibing.
Yeah, exactly. So apologies for that. Yeah.
Like there looked like an evident strategy, but we just couldn't tell at all.
But the comms in Discord with both teams were hilarious, especially during that game. It was a good time.
Oh, I can imagine.
Speaking of that VC, did you guys have a reaction once Palace showed up in there, and I promptly went, "Oh hell no, we're definitely not going in there now."
Is that what it was?
I saw him go in
you
there.
guys were like, hell no. No way. Unlucky Palace. I mean, he just wanted to be part of the group, I guess. Yeah, more vibes.
Didn't try to kick him out or anything like that. You're just like, all right, he's here. I guess we'll just deal with him.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty
All
much.
right.
Well,
All right, so we're at the point where your team is now in the upper final
Yeah,
of
we're
this
top
tournament.
3. Confirmed.
Insane to see after this kind of run, taking down ECRC and then going down and taking your crosstown rivals, if you want to even like call them that,
Sure.
in a way. What are the vibes like going into the final?
Oh, they're so high. They're immaculate. Is it confirmed who we play against in the final?
Not yet.
We don't know yet.
Gotta
Whoever
wait
it
for that
is,
one to play out.
they better watch out.
Ooh. Already setting the threats.
Yar.
right. So on that note, I think this will be a good time for shout-outs, Gnostic. So go ahead. The floor is yours.
Shout out my team. Shout out Dallas Burn. It's always fun playing with the boys. Shout out you guys for doing the commentating and doing so well. Shout out SGL. Happy to be here.
There you go.
Well said. Appreciate you being in the booth here, Mr. Gnostics. Good dub tonight. And yeah, I guess we'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank y'all.
Peace.
Man. EM in the final.
There was going to be
That's-
one Dallas team after this matchup anyways, but is it a surprise that EM made it?
I don't know anymore. Like, maybe this season, yeah. But this team continues to just, like, be Mr. Unpredictable at the end of the day. So it's hard to say, like, definitively, yeah. Like, maybe it's unsurprising that they're here, but at the same time, it's like, maybe they shouldn't have been here?
Right, absolutely. And you know what? Speaking of unpredictable, we have a second interview lined up, Devitt.
Do we?
Yeah. And you know what? We're going to get started with that right now. Because from EM Dalsburg, we have Pico David coming into the booth. Pico David, you guys, I'm going to be real blunt. You guys got slapped at the end with that lose game winner. Were you expecting to lose this 4-1?
Honestly, I had no expectations coming into this. Me personally, I was like, I have other things to do, like with Thanksgiving week going on right now. But when just like kind of thinking about this right now, I'm like, EM's the way better side. Skyline, Gnostics, and Luis. I mean, those three just, they kind of scare me. Like they're really good. I don't know what to do against them if I play them, and what, like just in general, what were you gonna do? Skyline especially, that guy's really good.
Skyline, if you're in chat, you're getting your plaudits from Pico David right now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, go ahead, Devitt.
Say that I gotta agree with that one. Coach GM, that dude had one goal where he committed past. Probably most players wouldn't have taken that shot, but he just went for it anyway, and just knocked it right over you guys. Hard to disagree with this skill. But whenever we're looking back, I want to take you through one of the games, because we got Indestructible's side of what was happening. What was your purview of game number 2? Because I want to ask you what happened in that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Game 2 was normal.
Yeah? That's your answer?
I mean, what was there going on in game 2? I mean, it was just a 2v2. Best versus worst. I mean, like, best players versus worst players. I mean, it's just nothing. Not really a lot I could say besides I got a few goals.
You don't have to Mourinho this, man. You will not get fined. Well, you might, but depending on what you say.
I have no idea what you're talking about, man.
That's insane.
Wait.
I cannot believe what I'm hearing right now.
Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. It was a normal 2v2. Was it not? Oh, I'm not 100% sure, but it was a normal 2v2.
You have to VAR check that one. That claim seems a little sus right there.
It does, but since we're stuck, in the circle, let's just get out of it and move on.
Yeah.
So
this dude.
You guys had the chance to play against El Matador. I think this was an opponent you guys were really looking forward to. After that game 2, when you guys basically reset the series, you essentially got swept. So what do you think was the difference between your two teams at the end of the day?
So for the game, for me specifically in the snow day game, I will comment on that saying we tried to push up as much as we can, but honestly, EM's defense is really good. I think that's a strong factor of them. They can play both offensively and defensively. They can make the quick change. I think that's one of their strong suits. They can adapt quickly to like what's going on around them, and I think that's what's giving them the edge and letting them win games this season. Adapting quickly and having the chemistry just there.
I get it. Yeah, and they definitely showed that adaptability right there. And it's interesting that you mentioned that snow day game as well, because it definitely felt like the turning point in this whole matchup. But then you had that 3v3 where it was so close and you guys went into overtime. Did you guys feel like you still had a shot once it went into OT in game 5?
Honestly, I'm gonna say this for me, not telling my not representing my other teammates. I didn't think we have a chance after that, because just seeing us going up and then immediately getting pushed back, I was like, okay, either we score on a really lucky goal or they strike really hard. Which, I mean, they kind of did with that goal, but dude, I did not expect that to go in. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just leave it. Oh crap, it went in? Oh, we're done? Jeez. I mean, we're just what would we have done, honestly? I didn't expect much, but there.
Well, on the bright side, At least you're not knocked out. You are going into the lower bracket, into the lower quarterfinal, where you'll face one of Sounders RC or La Cinco Doce. If you had to pick one team, which one of those two would you pick?
Oh Lord. Oh. Can I veto one? Can I veto like both of them? I don't really want to play both of them. I don't want to play either one of them. Matter of fact.
Okay, but you have to
What?
pick one, because you're gonna face one either way.
La
Surely you
Cinco
want to pick
Doce?
Austin, right?
Yeah, surely, yeah. I'd pick Austin, yeah. Yeah, I'd pick Austin because, you know, the rivalry. But it's just my performances against those two teams have been very questionable compared to my others, but I'm gonna just pick Austin just for the sole reason of the rivalry if we play them, yeah.
That's a very fair answer. I thought you were about to say Sounders for a second, just so you can say that Austin gets out at that point. But I respect the, you know, like, no. We'll take him. No problem.
You know, I do need my get back on them, honestly. That what they did to us in that one when we first played, I'm not accepting that. I don't want that again. I want to make it right.
Caesar does bring out a good point of having you versus out of playing Hophead again. Famous Austin player. Love to see that happen again. So I would concur that I would want to see that matchup again. And I hope that you get to have that matchup again, because you at least have one more life to work with.
We use that life to the max, I hope.
Well, you better, because I kind of want to see another run back between you and El Matador, but not seeing that game 2 on screen again.
What happened in game 2? I just don't understand what happened.
Okay,
I'm going to just leave it at that. That's all.
Yeah.
so you have any more questions, Evan, or should we leave the floor to Pico David?
Let's leave the floor to him.
Go ahead, it's yours.
Shout out to my team. We did really great. Wink, wink. Shout out to EM, especially Skyline. I don't know how you do it, man, but just keep being awesome. And that's about it.
Well,
You
there
know
you
what?
go.
Perfectly said.
Thank you very much, Pico David. Thanks for this interview, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.
Thank you.
I cannot believe what you just said about game 2. I'm still flabbergasted at that.
Is it any surprise, though? Is it really any surprise that they're gonna
Kind of.
keep it a secret, a secret? Some might say.
Hey. Maybe that's how they drew it up. Caesar, if you don't tell me what happened game 2, I'm not getting you sheets. So, just saying that right now. That's just a threat for later. But you know what? We did get through that cup match. EM Civil War is complete. El Matador has come out on top this time in this best of 7. And now we have I don't know if you were able to update bracket at all.
Oh, I did.
Oh wow, what a segue. Perfect transition. As you can see, EM into the upper final. They will be facing off against the winner of FSD Chrome or Casey Cauldron, which hopefully should be scheduled somewhat soon, but we are in a 2-week period, so it could be either this week or next week. And as you can see in the lower bracket, EM Dallas Burn are filtered into that lower quarterfinal spot after their matchup against EM. As mentioned, facing off against La Cinco Doce or Sounders RC, depending on when that gets scheduled. And then they will filter into that spot against EMDB.
And you know what? It's going to be a fun matchup at the lower quarterfinal, no matter what. Sounders RC versus EMDB went 5 games. We got a reverse sweep. Absolute cinema. EMDB versus La Cinco Doce. It is the Texas derby between Dallas and Austin, and that is a fiery one as well. So I am looking forward to either matchup. And then at the top, El Matador versus either Frontera Chrome or Cauldron. Might seem like a mismatch on paper given how they're performing in the league, but I think El Matador will be ready to step up and go big in this cup tournament.
I agree, and I think it's kind of going to come down to, they're just calm nerves. There's nothing about it that it's like they feel bad about. They're just like, yep, we're just gonna play. We're just gonna play the game and have fun with it. And I think they're the definition of the have fun meta, just working well for them.
Absolutely. Well, Debit, there you have it.